everybody, and welcome back to the Mind Over Madness podcast, an actual podcast episode. It's still a podcast, I promise. It's not just turned into a snapshot series. Again, thank you, Sean, for for doing that.
Oh, no, don't thank me. It's our podcast.
Welcome to 2022.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. So, yeah, we're back. It's a little bit different first episode. We're just going to sort of get into the swing of things before we do an actual full episode. But, all right, Manny, how was your New Year, Sean? What did you get up to? What happened?
My New Year was all right. It was just pretty quiet, to be honest. Just playing a few games, chilling out a bit, as far as New Year's Eve goes. But New Year's Day was where we had like kind of the most traditional celebrations. We went to the beach, which is a tradition we go every year on New Year's Day.
Ooh, nice.
At Crosby Beach in Liverpool. It's very nice. It's very nice, and it's surprisingly warm for like January. It's like 50 degrees. Like, what the hell?
So where did this heat come from?
I know global warming's bad and all, but hey, didn't have to take a coat.
I think I took a coat and I didn't need it.
And then later on that day, I went to my granddad's, and my uncle was there, so it was just like four of us, and we had a nice meal. I cooked a nice lasagna, and baked some cookies. Proper hosted party.
Wow.
And sorted his phone, sorted his bills out and everything. So I've done my duty. Started the year as I meant to go on by being very helpful.
That's good. I'm glad. Sounds like you had an adventurous time.
And as far as the Christmas break gone, it's been pretty good. This is the last kind of day off, bank holiday day. So
Fair enough. So you're just taking today and then back into the swing of things?
Back into the real world.
That's fair.
Yeah. So how was your Christmas break and everything, New Year's?
It was good. Bit quiet as to be expected, but it was good. Yeah, we had the entire family round to my grandparents' flat, which was nice, including my granddad. He got to come out of the home for a day, which was cool. So we got to spend time with him and everyone there, which was fun, interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen someone at the end of Alzheimer's and they don't recognise anyone. It's quite an amusing watch.
Yeah, they're just kind of blank.
Yeah, I'm like, great, okay, that's wonderful. But it was nice. It was nice to see him there, and he enjoyed it and everything. So that's the main thing.
It's almost more for like everyone else's benefit, I suppose, in some ways. But it sounds selfish. But
I know it does sound selfish, but it's true. I think we all knew that this was kind of going to be the last Christmas we all had together. So it was like, let's make the most of it.
Yeah. He doesn't have a fucking clue why he's there or why everyone's there or what's going on, but hey, at least he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
In spirit. I think it was my grandma's birthday on the 27th, and she's in a care home. We didn't decide to take her out or anything, but it was all kind of blank, I think.
Yeah.
Her husband and her son went and visited her, and we're going at some point later on, because they won't have more than two people now for some reason.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well, COVID's still a thing.
But they tried to make it nice for her. They made a cake and stuff. And
that's good.
But she was like, what's all this for? How old am I? Why? What's this about? But it's just how it is at that age.
Yeah, it is. But it definitely was an enjoyable moment to see all the family together for once. Yeah. And I got drunk, so...
Wow.
Homebrew.
Did you spontaneously combust as soon as you touched the alcohol?
I can drink homebrew for whatever reason. That's okay, but normal alcohol I can't touch. It just makes me very, very ill very quickly, as you yourself have witnessed.
Yeah. Weird, because isn't homebrew just like even more percentage than alcohol? Like I don't know.
Technically, yes, but I think it's more to do with the fact that there's not so much crap added into it. So there's a lot of sugar still, and you still have to sort of ferment it for a certain time. But I don't know. I honestly couldn't explain it to you. I have no idea.
Unexplainable.
Homebrew just doesn't kill me. So that's what I drink if I do have a drink, but I very rarely drink if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, New Year's was quiet. I streamed for it, so streamed the New Year in, which was fun. Vic fell asleep, which I was like, oh, fair enough. But yeah,
This is special.
it was like a special sleep. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was fun to stream. We got Spider-Man done on stream, which was cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's been an interesting couple of days. Planned out a lot for this year, but whether or not it'll come to fruition,
Yeah.
don't know.
That's the thing with plans. It's subject to change.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but have you got any sort of? I hate New Year's resolutions. I think that's so silly. But have you got? Yeah, literally. Have you got like anything that you've kind of given yourself as like a goal for this year or anything like that?
Goal for this year. Probably lose the double chin a bit. Yeah, it's just trying to get more exercise in. Kind of see more friends and family. Like, I feel like I have been slacking and just been like hiding in the shadows for a bit too long.
I
Need
think
to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of keep kind of going as I am, but just trying to be better every day.
Trying to be better.
Sounds so cliche.
I try to be a better person.
Try to be a better
every
person.
time I wake up.
A goal I did set a few months ago was just at least to say hi to like at least 2 people a day.
Try and be social.
Sounds like really stupid, but like just random people. But I think that's helped me because normally I just go to dog walk, put stuff the music in, don't talk to anyone. But then I making conscious effort to go good morning.
I think that's quite admirable. I think a lot of people when they go, especially I do it when I go out for a walk. My headphones are on. That's it. I'm dead to the world.
Yeah, and people see me, and I think like I don't know, people will tend to like cross the road if they see me or something. They're intimidated by my appearance, but
you're a very, very intimidating man, John.
Yeah. So I just break that ice and say hello to people, even if they're just like, what the fuck.
Yeah. Good morning.
But yeah, that's one thing I'll continue with.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah. That's very boring, but yeah.
I don't think that's boring at all.
So have you got any resolutions or things you're aiming for this year?
I've got a couple of things. I want to. So I'm going to be starting streaming full time. That's going to be interesting. That was meant to start this month. Watch the next podcast if you want to see why that's not happening. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming for 40 hours a week. That's where my passion lies. So that's what I'm going to do. I also want to try and do more with the podcast as well. I want to kind of get more people on for us to talk to and like learn about different ways of life, like different conditions, things like that. Charity streaming, all that good stuff. That's still going to be a thing that I want to push this year. Other than that, kind of try not to get sucked into basically. Try and keep myself a bit healthier. Try and just focus on what I want to do and what I want to get done.
Yeah, I dislike January. It just seems like I don't know. It's like a fresh start, but like not at the same time.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's the month of recovery. It's like, do I start this month or do I give myself a month?
It's like try to be healthy, but I've still got full tubs of biscuits I need to eat. And once I get them out of the way, then I refresh the stocks.
Yeah, literally. I think I started my diet now. I haven't trained or anything. I don't intend to do that till next month, but I started my diet yesterday and it's so difficult. I already miss like just snacking.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the kind of you. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, hopefully that'll brew some interesting stories for the yeah, couple of little things, I think, mostly just to try and get myself balanced out. And I want to start working on music and stuff properly. That's something I dabbled in last year, but it didn't really come to fruition. So
Yeah.
I tend to not like talk about stuff that often anymore now. I don't know if you find it this way, but I find if I like talk about it to a lot of people, I never get it done. It just never happens. It becomes words instead of actions.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to try and that's my thing. Be more proactive. Actually get done.
Yeah, rather than say things and then not eventually do them because something else comes up.
Yeah.
it's a tricky one because you want to tell people like what your goals are, but then if they don't come out, then people are like, oh, well,
you didn't do that very well,
again.
did you? Oh, here we go. He said he was going to do something. It's not happened. What a failure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a couple of little small things I think just to build upon, you know. But be more proactive. That's my main thing.
I guess another one for you. Well, I'm not saying on your behalf. But maybe it could be like just recognizing the line between working and the free time that you have as well, and not kind of blurring that and just like making it all.
Yeah,
like, I'm working now, but we're just talking.
Yeah. No, like I definitely, if something starts feeling too much like work or not fun anymore, then definitely step away from it. I think as well as that, I think it's, as you say, knowing that line between work and not work. Yeah. When something stops being fun and starts becoming like a proper job, that's especially with something like streaming or doing a podcast or that's why I've kind of taken a step back from editing. Like, I got a lot of out over the last couple of weeks. But my editing style's going to change. So it's just less videos.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it for fun because I want to try and improve on my editing. So.
Yeah, well, when I put out the little snapshot podcast, they're not edited at all. Cause,
yeah.
I don't know, I just don't see the point, really.
Yeah.
It's sometimes nice to see the raw footage, and luckily the dogs didn't actually mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like with the podcast, it doesn't require a lot of editing anyway. It's very rare that I'll actually be like, oh, I'm going to throw gameplay on the screen when we're talking about a game, or I'm going to put a picture up or an image of that we're actually talking about, or if we're quoting an article, I put that section up,
Yeah, especially because it's podcast by name, people are supposed to be listening to it, really.
Yeah. It's quite hard to do.
We have our own unique spin on it.
Yeah, I mean, I it's unfortunate it's not on Spotify anymore. I think the first 3 episodes are still on Spotify, but that's all I can fit on there.
Yeah,
I can't afford to pay for the space. Unfortunately,
it's not worth it at this point.
I'd love to, but I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, I don't think we were only trying to do this for like us, I suppose, to start with.
Well, that's the thing. Like when we started this, it was more just about for fun, really, wasn't it? Because as we've talked about this before, but it was like we were doing quizzes and stuff with friends during the first lockdown and the second lockdown, and then it got to a point where I was like, I fancy doing a podcast. Do you want to join me? And we were like, sure, why not?
Yeah. And it's, blossomed ever since.
It has, yeah. It's just
got your hair up.
It's become a thing. Yeah, my hair is just. I've got such a massive forehead now that literally, no matter how I have my hair, it looks like you could park a truck on it. But yeah, I'm.
I'll be and you be Deck. Which one has got the big forehead?
I actually have no idea. I can't remember. But yeah, no, it's weird to see what the podcast has become, I guess, because it started out as a fun thing, and it's still a fun thing. Started out fun, now it's chore. No, it started out just as like a thing that we thought we'd do maybe a little bit, and now it's become like a thing we've been doing for nearly 2 years. Like
we're doing it every week, but that was a bit too much. Now it's every 2 or 3 weeks, depending on what's going on.
Yeah, every week is a lot.
Yeah,
and plus I feel like the podcasts were becoming less quality and more quantity by that point.
Yeah, because you were just kind of searching for random things to talk about rather than actually talking about the stuff that matters.
And the stuff that interests us.
Yeah.
It was like, instead of it actually being a podcast about stuff we want to talk about, it became a podcast of what can we be angry at this week?
To talk about these haunted houses for 50 minutes.
Yeah. So, but with it. How about you? How's your kind of view changed on the podcast, like from when we started and now?
I still view it as it's kind of something for us, and it's a bonus that other people might listen to it and watch it and stuff. I still think it's good. Sorry, selfishly, it's I don't know, it's a good form of getting everything out every 2 weeks.
I'm proud of it.
Things that you wouldn't normally talk about like in depth with small talk on the way you're playing games and stuff. But we want to have a view on these kind of things, so it's nice to get it out, even if it doesn't reach as many people as we'd like. But yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I agree with that. I think we started this as just a thing for us to do. I think it was nice as well because a lot of when me and you were playing games anyway, we were like chatting about in the world. and laughing and cracking jokes about it. So it was like, why not just, I don't know, do a podcast? It doesn't feel any different to what we do. The only difference is we're actually looking at Skype.
We still end up talking about games and films, stuff we would normally talk about anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe I think the only difference I think with this is that we actually try to make like a conscious effort maybe to sort of get actual thoughts out instead of just bitching about one thing maybe that's what people want. Maybe we'll make a side podcast called Bitching Corner. I don't know.
The bitching corner.
Oh, but yeah. No, I would agree with that. I'm very proud of this.
Snippets of our ramblings on games.
The clips. No, I'm quite proud of this podcast. So
yeah,
I'm proud of what
it's a good way to catch up as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's nice as well because then we can arrange stuff outside of this as well.
Yeah.
It forces us to have to talk to each other, sure.
Yeah, we have to forced to keep this friendship alive.
It's the only reason we continue. No, not at all. But yeah, no, fair enough. All right, well, again, guys, podcast is going back to normal now. I think we'll leave this little intro one. I know it's a lot shorter than average, but we're having to film 2 today, so we might be in the same clothes for the next one. But yeah, make sure you check that out. It'll be out very soon. And yeah, hope you'll enjoy, anyone who does watch and listen to us, enjoy joining us for this ride for this year, on another year of the Mind Over Madness. I think I've chosen Madness a lot more than the Mind, though.
Madness over mind.
Madness Over Mind, maybe that's a name change.
An alternate universe.
Yes. But yeah, we'll see you in the actual podcast later. Or for you, like, I don't know how long it's going to be between this and you guys seeing the next podcast, but there we are.
See you on the flip side.
Bye-bye.